dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Wait a minute, no, that's the wrong thing. If you can paddle upstream well, then you're gonna be able to paddle downstream well. What I'm gonna show you guys today are some things that I think about when doing attainment. So I'm gonna take you guys on our local attainment circuit on the Lower Green River. We call it Jacob's Ladder. And very first time I did attainments was way back about 15, 16 years ago. I had a mentor named Wayne Dicker, and he told me to go grab the longest, fastest boat I could find, and I think I grabbed an 8.5 foot long Jackson Hero. But that's what we took out. Actually did slalom gates and attainments with Wayner, and learned a ton about kayaking by doing those two things. And that winter and the winter following, spent the majority of my time doing slalom and attaining, and I can attribute those two disciplines to greatly, exponentially growing my abilities as a paddler. So today I'm going to take you through a little bit of that, and hopefully help get you started on finding a good attainment circuit near you. Alright, so today I'm going to be using a carbon Kevlar boat, but you can use just about anything. And where we're at is on a little class 1-2 section on the Lower Green. Again, we're paddling up against the current today. So we don't need a hard rapid in order to generate a good workout here. All right. And I'm going to try to give you two different vantage points. That way you can see both what I'm doing paddling and also my approach as I'm moving up through rapids. Things that you need to have aside from your boat and your paddle and your essentials, I definitely recommend keeping a bottle of water handy. I'm doing a circuit here, so I'll take a break and take a drink of water between every circuit. And today I don't anticipate doing very many circuits. I haven't been paddling a ton. I know my dry suit during this time of year is usually what we're thinking about using, but it's honestly probably overkill. I'm probably gonna end up cooking real quick here. So, all right, I'm gonna hop on, warm up, and then we'll start moving upstream. Critical part of attainments that I will say is conservation of energy. So, you know, you're wanting to do a workout, that's the idea, but especially when you're first getting started, you're not gonna have what it takes to do this fast. So what you're looking for are the lulls in the river, you know, eddies, slack waters. Slack water is kind of like think of like waves and poles creating disturbances in that downstream flow. There's slow water behind it, so you're going to have some slack water. You're going to utilize areas like that. And obviously I'm in a pool right now, so I'm going to take it a lot easier when I'm in this pool. That way I'm saving my energy for those short bursts, short and explosive bursts to actually get up and over features. Yeah, just like that. Now I'm up in the pool. Woo! Arms are burning. Dry suit feels like a bit much. Woo! Feeling a little lactic, out of breath. That's because my ass is out of shape. Now I got a pool to work it out and take my time and kind of recover. This is what we call active recovery. and this will work on that fitness. So a lot of my strokes are pretty casual. Look, I'm not taking a true blue forward stroke right now. This is what I would call a cruising stroke. This is what the majority of people take, you know? We teach these really vertical forward strokes, which are used for racing, you know? They're not used for casual paddling. So, if you have the desire to go fast though, that's where these really vertical forward strokes come in, right? Just like you saw there. Those strokes are short, up off the bow, and you're already thinking about recovering the blade by the knee, which is really, really short. Ooh, that's the bottom. Forward strokes, and then I hit that water, the boat wants to spin, so my angle is really important, right? And my strokes are really important. I gotta lay on those forward strokes to stern draws. Stern draw off the stern there to keep that boat from spinning out. And now I'm gonna make my way to the big ferry here. Back, not really leaning forward. I'm trying to stay neutral. Most of my strokes, well, so all of my strokes are rotational forces. You hear that all the time, torso rotation, right? Well, center in the kayak, anterior pelvic tilt. I'm butts back in the seat, pelvis is tilted forward, and I'm staying neutral with my weight. All right, another big move coming up here. About halfway through this rapid to take this ladder. Woo! That's the trucks right there. Say hi, Ron. Now I'm going to give you guys the boater perspective. You get to see the angles that I use, the features that I use. Again, think of it as like steps, working your way up. You're looking for the step with the least amount of gradient, and potentially the least amount of distance. Sometimes you can do big steps over short distances, but you got to really make sure your burst is on point and that your forward strokes are spot on and your stern draws and, you know, those correctional strokes. I would say you're not using bow draws all that much out here. You're not. Bow draws lead the boat. They don't correct the boat. The stern draw corrects the boat. So food for thought. Okay, back on the water. What are you doing? Get. Come on. Let's go. He's gonna try to attain. He's better at running rapids. So again, I'm gonna take it nice and easy up to this rapid here first. My goal isn't to sprint through the flat water. It's more of an active recovery. Notice my top hand relaxes, stays down that center line as opposed to crossing that center line. If it crosses the center line, it becomes corrective. So you will see that, but it's me trying to steer my boat back onto course. So if I'm trying to burst, the strokes are nice and vertical. Top hand, the fulcrum hand, doesn't really cross that center line, or it stays pretty close. It drives down it. So again, food for thought. You're probably looking at this going, where the hell are the eddies? I'm looking at slack water here, there. See, I found it right here. It's not really an eddy. but I'm in slack water. It's still moving, but it gives me enough to where I can paddle up to this eddy, and then I can paddle up to this eddy. Oh! Caught my edge, too busy talking. Now I'm in a bigger eddy, right? So this eddy gives me an opportunity to sit here, think about my strategy. I'm chill. Got a wave, slack water behind that wave. If you look just upstream of that wave, I have a big eddy up to that ledge. Doesn't look like an eddy, not like this, but that's slow water. So what I'm gonna do, this is too low because my next eddy is gonna be all the way over on that shore. So I'm gonna leave this eddy high, and do a ferry to that slack water, which should be enough to help carry me over without dropping me downstream. Oh, not doing a very good job to begin with. But you see what happened there. Now I'm in that slack water, back in a rhythm of current, but now I'm over. Whew, that was sloppy. So now I'm sitting here, eddy, eddy, eddy. So 1, 2, 3. You can see it's like a staircase. 1, 2, 3. Notice I won't let my boat angle drop. Just enough to ferry. Not as pretty as my first time. Using the waves. Now I can chill. And I'm doing a terrible job right now. I'm letting my posture slip back. My strokes are getting a little wide. I'm already tired, you know? So this is probably my threshold right now is about 2. And basically think of your threshold as being where your technique really starts to fall apart, okay? So you might not be paddling whitewater like this right away. You might be just doing, you know, class 1 flat water with some big eddies. Paddle as far upstream as you can. These rapids here, this is only a class 2, 2+ rapid. It's hard. You know, I'm making class 2, 2+, class 3, 4 here with none of the consequences. And there's that guy again. I'm gonna have to quit doing this here in a moment. All right, so I'm gonna go, think about it this way. I don't have enough to get up to that eddy. I'm gonna use the wave right here and hopefully catch like the slack water of the next couple eddies. I don't need a lot of room to get started because I'm not paddling up hard, I'm paddling out. See, I'm on the wave. Nice, easy paddling, right? Now I'm in that slack water. I'm not paddling hard at all right at this moment. But I can go over to the big eddy. I can even let my angle drop there because the current's slow. All right, watch this one, another hammer moment. That's it. You're like, that's it. Well, it takes a little bit. I'd start on some class 1, right? Don't jump to the hardest thing that you know how to run just yet. But anybody can do this. You don't even have to have a roll to do this. This time of year, recommended dry feet though. You know, you can get off balance. All right.